If it's that damn good.
Or something special. I know.
Okay, so. See, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna do some wine. It's hot. Oh, it's nice. Okay. So, yep. Now let me ask you: are all of them for the same person?
It's just one thing, but you said you don't want to be able to see it,
right?
So it's in a box, but I just stick this on top of it. But the box.
The picture, I didn't want to be able to see.
I don't have a picture.
So the point is that can come out the box.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And this belonged to them.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And something that they used often.
Yes.
Awesome. Jeez. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can. First thing that's coming to me is that it's a young boy. No? Did this person have a young boy? A son?
Yes.
Okay, I'm seeing a little boy and a little girl. Did this person have a boy and a girl?
Mm-hmm.
Did they have any other children or just a boy and a girl?
Other children. So.
Okay, let me ask you this. The boy and the girl, were they raised in the same house? Were there other children but they were with other parents, or in the house? Who was in the home?
There was the other children in the house also. So
and the other children, were they stepchildren, or were they theirs?
In their house, they were all his or her children.
So let me just keep it real with you. So all this time I kept feeling like it was your sister that you wanted to connect with. Before you ever stepped in the door, I always felt like it was your sister.
Yeah.
So let's just get that out the way.
Yeah, I thought about that.
and I'm like, and I said, no, don't assume. Not that I assumed, but I felt like you really wanted to connect with your sister. But I was like, well, I'm not going to assume that because she's got other family members. I know your dad passed. So I said, I'm not going to assume that. But this whole time, before you ever came, I was like, she wants to connect with her sister.
She would be the number one choice that I would choose. But then I was like, because I spent so much time with her, I felt like if there was something that she would have wanted me to know, I would probably already know it.
Sometimes it's not really about that there's something you need to know. Sometimes it simply can be that they want to come through and they just want to say to you something, right. Or just to let you know that they're still around to see you.
Right.
And of course, I already know how your sister passed, which was cancer.
Yeah.
Does the number 26 mean anything to you?
27.
What was the date? What does 26 mean? What was the date that she passed?
The 26th.
Okay.
The 26th or the 27th, I think it's the 26th.
Okay. Because that's what I heard, the 26th. But you know, for me, that my birthday's on the 26th, so I was like, 26, okay. She didn't pass in February, did she? What month did she pass? Because I was like, no, not February. That's not her February 26th. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to say her full name for me, okay? When I tell you. Say her name.
Tanya Marie McNeil.
Say it a little louder.
Tanya Marie McNeil.
Okay, so when she passed, how old were the two youngest? And it was a boy and a girl that were the youngest, right?
No boys.
She didn't have any boys?
Yaya was 3, and Tasha was maybe 16.
Okay, so there wasn't two young ones. I keep seeing a young little boy. Who else was around the age that used to be around her a lot? Because I see a little boy and a little girl. And the boy looks like he's a little bit older than the girl.
I don't know.
There were no other kids that used to come to her home?
Yeah,
That
but I was in Georgia. She was in Massachusetts. So I can't say who was over there on her bed.
So you don't know if there were any other children that she was kind of looking out for? Maybe used to babysit a lot or had over quite a bit?
She always had somebody with her. Maybe she used to foster kids. So
She did? Do you know if there was a foster child that was a boy that was kind of young when this happened?
At the time, she didn't have no foster kids.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's one of the girls had a friend that had a son.
I keep feeling like there is a boy that she wants to talk about. There's a boy that in her heart, she felt like he was hers. Now, that could have been one of your sons. There's a boy that I just see them. There's a boy, and I see a young girl, and it could definitely be Yaya, but there's a boy. And right now, she's very adamant about who this boy is. He looks like he could have been around. She's saying around 7, 8, anywhere from 7, 8 up to 10. Was a boy. Do you recall her ever talking about one of her foster kids that was a boy that she was really, really just like treated him like I'm sure she treated all of them really good, but okay. Maybe later it'll come to you. Okay, so because I don't know the details. I don't know the details of your sister's passing. What I'm hearing is she's saying like it all happened so quick that by the time they found it, it wasn't that much longer before she passed. Is that true?
Said it happened so fast.
Like she's saying that by the time either they found it or figured out what was going on with her, it had been to the point where there wasn't too much that could be done. Is that true?
Yes.
And from the time that she was told that she had it, do you know how much time it was before she passed? Because she's saying it wasn't that much time.
They didn't give her a lot of time. They gave her like months, but she lived, I don't know, years.
Really? Okay, because in my head I keep feeling like 6 months. Is that what they told her? Okay. That they told her it'd be like 6 months. Okay, so 2 times this has happened to me in a reading, right? But I'm gonna try to be real good about it this time. Because there's a lot of emotions that she has when she comes through. Okay? And I'm trying not to. Lord, please don't let me bust out crying again. I can't do it. She wants to thank you for everything that you did for her. The way you just stepped up. She knows it wasn't easy. She knows you made a lot of sacrifices. But she just wants you to know she's so appreciative. And that she appreciates you so much. And she loves you and she just said, she's just saying thank you. Because she knew you had a lot on your plate. She knew you had a lot on your plate when you did it. Because you already had your own kids and you had a lot going on. And you didn't have to do that, but you did. And she just really wants you to know how much she really thanks you for that. Do y'all just graduate or have some type of celebration for some achievement or something that she's doing, or in school or activity wise?
Oh man, she moved on. She promoted to the next graders. We no celebration.
Well, that's a celebration in itself, right?
Yeah.
Because really, what other people, doctors, said about what she would be able to do, she has far exceeded what they said. So it's huge. It's huge because she continues to excel. Okay, is there anything going on with... God, why do I keep wanting to say the boy? I'm like, what's going on with the boy? But now it's like I see him older. Is there something going on with one of your sons?
That's what I know.
You don't know if one of them is having a difficult time right now about something?
Oh yes, there is. Yeah.
One specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I see definitely an older boy. So she's bringing awareness to she knows what's going on with him. You know, it's so funny. All the years we've known each other, I still have problems remembering the names of each one. But I know them by face.
Yeah.
I want to say Jamal is the one that's having the issue. But in the head, something said, no, it's David. Who's the one having the issue?
David.
Let me ask you, have you been trying to figure out how to help him fix the problem, or are you kind of stepping back and saying he got to figure it out himself?
I gave my suggestion, and I just, I'm trying to let them figure their way out.
Yeah. That's the best thing to do. Because you ain't gonna be here forever. You're gonna have to figure it out. Is there something with a house?
They need to leave mine. They need to leave mine.
Did she have a house? Your sister?
She was renting.
She was renting. But do you know if any of her daughters recently purchased a home?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said they didn't make it.
Have you been thinking about buying another home?
I would like to buy it. I would like to buy a cabin.
No, me too.
But have you been in discussions and talks and doing some research about it?
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of thinking. Okay. Is there anything going on with one of her daughters? Like one of the older ones? The oldest one or second of the oldest one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there is. On Facebook.
Huh?
Yeah, it seems as if they may have separated.
Who?
The time. The second oldest one.
Separate him and her husband? And she's going through that now. Do you talk to her often? Because I feel like you're not really in touch with those other ones this much. No?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't talk to them as much.
Like you don't talk to them enough, like you just get caught up, or is there something that you're not talking to them?
Oh no! Like I found that out by a Facebook post.
So found out what?
They're separated from a Facebook post. It wasn't like I hadn't talked to her personally. Not that we don't have no issues. We just don't communicate as much as we should.
What about the other ones?
The same. You know, not really conversational. Just talk to each other on social media. No follow conversation.
She would like for you to do more. Reach out, make calls, try to talk, try to hear their voice and talk to them more often. Because there may be things that once you connect with them, you'll kind of find that you'll find out more. Well, not that you're trying to be in a business, but the point is, you know, you are their only real connection to their mom, and she just wants to try, even for Yaya, for them to all. Does she stay in contact with them or not?
Yeah, I probably text them more than I do.
Yeah,
She has a phone, so she stays.
she stays hollering at everybody, huh?
Yes, she does. I'll give you your number too. So she.
Well, you know what? I think she had my number back in the day, and she was wearing me out. So I believe you. She can call. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I'm not getting too much more from her. Honestly. That's the main stuff. That's the main stuff. So on that,